I think Kenny Brooks to Kentucky, man, when you look at something like that, he becomes the third highest paid coach in the SEC, right? He's behind Kim Mulkey and behind Don Staley at South Carolina and LSU respectively, right? And when you pay somebody that much and that type of money, right, you expect them to come in and win immediately. Like, no faking. Like, we can't be sorry anymore. Like, we have to compete for an SEC championship and at least, like, strongly be in that third spot, right? But like I said, when you pay somebody that type of money, you expect them to come in and win. And when you have other great teams within the conference, you know, your Vanderbilts, your Auburns, Tennessee, Alabama, Ole Miss, all behind those two top teams up top, Kentucky has to get back in that conversation. They can't be the third worst team in the SEC. Like, Big Blue Nation is not going for that. They give too much money to support the school and the university to have a sorry women's basketball team. And plain and simple, that they were not good last year. When a coach decides to leave from, you know, Power 5 to Power 5, ACC to SEC, and especially when you go to a school like Kentucky, you have to bring in some dogs. You got to have some dogs on your roster. Who else can Kenny Brooks bring in? And Kenny Brooks could possibly do that. He could change that, right? And when you look at other players in the transfer portal, right? Virginia Tech, they had a few players enter their name in the transfer portal too. Notably, Georgia Amoore, who was the point guard. She averaged, 18 and 8 almost this past season. All conference in the ACC, point guard. One of the best floor generals in women's college basketball. And then the freshman, Clara Strack, who came in and started some games when Liz Kitley went down with the torn ACL. So if Brooks is able to bring in those two players, you would think naturally, I assume, and it seemed like the relationship was great, especially the way Brooks talked about Amoore and Kitley following that Virginia game and just throughout the postseason as well. It seemed like they had a great relationship with each other. So you would assume that Amoore may want to follow Kenny Brooks to Kentucky. Same thing with Strack. Maybe she wants to follow Kenny Brooks to Kentucky. She had a no contact clause, Strack that is, basically saying that she didn't want to hear from any other schools, which indicates that she probably already knows where she wants to go. She just has to make the announcement. So yeah, Kenny Brooks, he has to bring some dogs in. You have to be in that top 3 conversation in the SEC. That's where Kentucky has to be. So he has to find a way to recruit some dogs, whether they're freshmen, whether that's in the transfer portal. He has to figure out a way to get some dogs, and Kentucky should be fine. Kentucky should be fine. I believe in Kenny Brooks' ability to recruit, to build up a program, and get it back where it needs to be. Now, will it be hard? Yes, of course. Like I said, they have USC and LSU in that conference. Like, it's not going to be sweet. And like I said, they have other teams in the conference that are just as good, if not better, than Kentucky. And it shows in the standings. Like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a gauntlet every night. Every night they go out to play in the SEC, it's not going to be sweet. Guaranteed. It will not be sweet. So we'll see. Like I said, I think he'll be fine. I think they'll be able to get back to the NCAA tournament, reach their goals as a university, as a program, and have some success there. So we'll see how that goes.